should be illegal for any man to say to a woman, nice tattoos, ever. Let's just ban catcalling altogether, okay?
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I have been behind on my clips. I have a few, I've been downloading some, I've been putting them aside, and I just seem to never be able to get to them. Things have been really time sensitive for me lately. So I've been going through some of the ones that I've downloaded over the past week, and I've come across a few interesting ones because there's such a wide variety of liberal crazy, it just never seems to run out. Let's get into it.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing like waking up in the morning and not being a pussy-ass liberal. Cheers.
My husband just informed me that a guy that he works with at his very blue collar union job just lost his health care. And he has 4 kids. And he voted for Trump. No. Really? That sucks.
And starting. My pain management doctor can't refill my medications because I haven't been in to go see them. I haven't been in to go see them because I still can't get a job. Without a job, I don't have the health insurance that allows me to go to this pain management clinic that is aware of all of my chronic illnesses. I'm holding on by a thread.
If I find the person stole my feathers that I collected to craft some shit for me, I'm gonna throw the fucking thing right in the goddamn garbage. Cause I picked them up so that I had supplies to craft with an elder when I met one that did the crafty stuff. Okay? Today on my walk, I find one of these to tie on the bottom. I go to look for my feathers. They're not where the fuck I left them. So, please, if you're gonna steal supplies from someone else, don't make shit for me out of them. Because I will not appreciate it at all.
I'm gonna lay this out right now. If you want to get ahead of ICE at these protests, you need to surround them. Kettle them. Flank them, all sides. The scariest motherfucking thing to have happen to you as a law enforcement officer is not know who the fuck's behind you. Encircle them. Your cars are missiles. Period.
I made a video about there's nothing better than waking up in the morning and not being a pussy-ass liberal, but I woke up this morning and to see how many pussy-ass liberals were triggered by that video is just amazing. It's like a reward. They claim not to be pussy-ass liberals, but then they just have to comment on it. It's so awesome. You could have scrolled. You could have, but you didn't. It triggered you so bad that you had to send me messages saying, "Oh, you're such a tough guy." No, never said that. But I know that I'm not a pussy-ass liberal, and you guys are. That's why you had to comment. Stop being so weak. You guys are all fragile little people. It really is funny, like, how much that video triggered you guys. Hope you guys have the day you deserve. Cheers.
Losing our country to authoritarianism. Freedom as you know it will be over. Trump is not going to help anyone. He's not going to help your medical anything. He wants all of your money. He wants us broke because he wants to dominate. He is obsessed with dominating and manipulating others. That is his personality disorder. He has antisocial personality disorder, the disorder of serial killers. He is a serial killer. He has murdered multiple people. Look at the Caribbean. They are innocent people with no due process, dead. People are dead. He is going to kill more of us. What the fuck do you think? You have been taught everything about World War II. Why do you think millions of people come here to get away from their evil governments? It's because the Constitution protects us. And Trump has shit all over it. Posse Comitatus protects us. He's ignored it completely. He's ignored due process that protects us. Ignored it. First Amendment protects us. Where's the corporate media? They barely report anything because they're being so controlled. Go to Substack. That's the only place you'll get actual, up-to-the-minute, real news with all the real reporters that have been fired because of Trump. This is our country being taken away. This is freedom being ripped away from me at the dog park. I'm freaking the fuck out. Where are you people? You're not woke. You're fucking dead asleep and spoiled fat on the couch. Get with it. This is fucking scary shit. We have to fight. We need to organize. Come to Substack where the resistance is already there.
Okay, so she's obviously the product of heavy propaganda. What the heck is she? She's all over the place. Trump is a serial killer, guys. Trump is a serial killer. Trump is psychotic, is what she's trying to say here. That he's killed so many people. Look at the Caribbean. What is she talking about with the Caribbean? She's mentioning due process. Is she talking about illegals? Is she one of these people that still think that Donald Trump is sending illegal immigrants off to concentration camps? And they're not really even concentration camps, they're just death camps. Remember how they were talking about El Salvador? And of course, she thinks all the illegal immigrants that were in the country are just people that were trying to escape their own authoritarian governments, and they were trying to escape wars. They didn't just come to the United States to try and milk off the system out there, right? No, of course not. Liberals don't believe that, because remember what they say, that illegal immigrants, they don't get any form of health care. They don't get any form of government benefits. If that's the case, all you liberals out there, really try and answer this here. If illegal immigrants are not able to get any paperwork, right? They can't get any form of government benefits, they can't get any form of health care, and they can't work legally. How are they surviving on your land then? If they're not working, they're not getting any benefits, they don't have any free housing, anything like that, how are they surviving out there? Or I should say, how were they surviving out there before they started getting booted out? And she wants to continue going on about due process, about Trump is, violating the Constitution. He's not giving due process to these illegal immigrants. Can you guys just remember that Donald Trump didn't get any due process himself when it came to that court case where you guys got to label him as a 34-time convicted felon? I mean, even still to date, do any of you liberals know yet what he was officially charged with? What is his 34 counts? What was the official charge? Anybody answer me, please. And then to top it off, in that court case, Donald Trump was gagged. That's completely violating his First Amendment rights. As a defendant, he couldn't even defend himself. But no, because it's Donald Trump, it's okay. You can walk all over the Constitution now, but if it's some illegal person from the other side of the world that has committed crimes in your country, no, they need to get their due process. And then the funniest thing that you liberals have been doing lately is you're under the impression that the left-wing media, the mainstream media, we're talking like CNN, MSNBC, ABC, NBC News, that they're all on Trump's side now, and that they're staying hush-hush about things, and that they're not reporting things. When in reality, it's clearly obvious that the mainstream media is still out to get Trump. Sure, they've had to reel it back a bit. I mean, after all, he is the president of the United States, and they really have nothing that they can go after him with. The only thing that they can do is under-report on his achievements. And then in final, to close it out, she's recommending that everybody goes to Substack, lefty Substack, to get real news. If your mainstream media has not been brainwashing you to your satisfaction, you go out searching for the brainwashers. It's truly really crazy how these people think that they are the ones that are awake and that we're the ones that are asleep, that we're just brainwashed by Trump and we do anything that he says, and they can truly see what's going on when it's clearly obvious. It's been obvious. It was obvious even under the Biden regime. It was obvious before that, that they are deeply brainwashed.
So the men who work for ICE are small, pathetic, can't get any cat type men. I mean, if you like boots so much and licking them, you might as well have a woman crush your little gonads with them. So ladies, anytime you meet an ICE member or a guy secretly lets it go during a date or something, because those type of men can't get any dates, go ahead and show him your favorite pair of boots and stomp him to oblivion. He's gonna love it.
This 35-year-old kid in the coffee shop this morning was saying he's Republican. Young, brown, living in a blue state. I proceeded to embarrass him. He said something about a debate. I said, I do not debate with idiots. No, this is a civil war. You have not received the feedback, the consequence that your words are garbage and you're a bad person at this point. Let me communicate that to you. You're welcome.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but that ceasefire deal was not Trump's brainchild. No. It was the exact same one that Biden got and had secured. But then, funny enough, right? In December, Netanyahu met with Trump at Mar-a-Lago and leaked like comments from aides or whatever now say that they were like, no, when there's a new administration in a couple weeks, because this was like late December 24, right? They were like, there's gonna be a ceasefire deal then. Let's just wait.
No, I'm being compared to a cow again. At least someone wants to eat me, because I guarantee no one wants your crap. Get alive.
I made a video about there's nothing better than waking up in the morning and not being a pussy-ass liberal.
Dude, you're out on your fucking porch for every video you make, and you're still a pasty white bitch.
Boy, you better put those fucking piano keys away before you resurrect Ray Charles. Your fucking teeth don't even want to be next to each other. Your whole mouth looks like it's sponsored by skull wintergreen and depression. Those motherfuckers are still social distancing. You ask your mom what she wants for her birthday, and all she asks is that you don't smile. Looking like you could eat corn off the cob through a fucking chain link fence. You look like you should be in one of those commercials where they go, for only 35 cents a day, you could sponsor this child so he doesn't have Red Dead Redemption teeth. Ugh! Gross! You've been chewing gravel and firecrackers at the same time. They look like they smell. You look like a Mad Max character who only has like 10 seconds of screen time and it's just him getting ripped out of the car and thrown in the desert. You definitely give your dentist PTSD. You look like a walking, talking Suboxone strip.
Y'all pissing me the fuck off on this motherfucking platform. I took down the video, my latest video. If you hear from that video, I need you to understand this. This is the fucking problem with America now. I got motherfuckers in my family calling me, telling me to take down the video because it's now going viral on other social media platforms. My intention is to not encourage anybody to shoot anybody at all. But see, y'all can't understand that because y'all so fucked up and twisted in the motherfucking head, y'all worrying about the wrong things. Like I've been saying in the comments my last videos. There are other human beings being snatched away by other human beings and you guys are worried about somebody's opinion? Are y'all fucking serious? Now my previous video is on the White House page from what I'm hearing and you guys really think it was cool to tag them. Meanwhile, it's racist comments and posts on this fucking social media platform right here and they're not taken down. But mine is some fucking problem. Fuck y'all.
All right, so this guy's pissed off because apparently he made some video that went viral on all sorts of other social media platforms that he took down that I guess was inciting violence, yet he's denying that he meant what he said. And this is very common. These guys come on out, they make all these big, tough videos. You know, when are you gonna do it? Who's gonna take out the president? Maybe you guys should go shoot ICE. All these type of videos. Then once they go viral on X, these guys all of a sudden put their tail between their legs, they pull down their video real quick, and then these guys try and cover it up with like, hey, that's not really what I meant. You guys must have misinterpreted my video because that's not what I was saying. So luckily for us, the internet is forever, X acts fast, and we got his original clip. Let's check it out.
I'ma just come out and say it. But you niggas in Chicago that's in gangs, since y'all want to shoot something so fucking bad, shoot at these ICE motherfuckers on the motherfucking street, bro. Y'all know exactly what the fuck going on. Y'all keep acting like y'all blind. Y'all know exactly what the fuck is going on in reality. Shoot at these ICE niggas that y'all see hurting innocent people instead of shooting at each other or shooting innocent people.
All right, hold on. Let's just make sure that we heard him correctly in his first video.
My intention is to not encourage anybody to shoot anybody at all.
Okay, I don't know. Your intention is not to encourage anybody to shoot anybody at all, but it sure looked like your first video, you were encouraging people to shoot ICE. I mean, I don't see how you pull that back. You blatantly got in front of a camera and you encouraged people to shoot ICE if you see ICE doing their job. And then we wonder why the temperature's risen, why the temperature's so hot, and why we have so much political violence, and why we have all these libtards on the streets thinking they can put their hands on ICE and face no consequences. And then when they do face a consequence, oh, ICE is the Gestapo. Trump is running a dictatorship. Once again, he's American Hitler. But let me ask this, and I don't mean this in any racist way, because of course a white liberal would watch this video and say, oh, this guy's completely racist. But that's not how this is meant to be. But let's go back in time 10 years, right? Do you think a black man would feel comfortable? So we're talking about before the world went super woke and super duper left. Would a black man be comfortable to record a video encouraging people to remove the life of law enforcement and then hit upload on social media platforms? I'm pretty sure that 10 years ago, that black man would be a hell of a lot smarter, because he would assume somebody would be knocking on his door pretty damn quickly.
When their masks come off and the cuffs go on, and you actually see the mugshots of these Antifa terrorists, it becomes really apparent really quickly that this is a mental health crisis that we have in this country, and that the best thing that we could do is reopen the asylums and get these creatures off of our streets for our own good. For real, y'all, why did most of those people look like way more inbred, broke versions of Tekashi 6ix9ine? Those are the soldiers of the far left, though, and the left keeps claiming that they want to have some sort of new civil war. There ain't enough SSRIs in the world for all that shit.
Man, bet that you're a MAGA conservative, because you guys always have to fucking insert yourself in shit and say the dumbest fucking things ever. Can't help yourself. Just fucking stupid. 100% of the time. Well, anyways, get fucked.
If you are anti-fascist, or you are against Antifa, you are a fascist, or you are for fascist, because Antifa is against fascism. Anti-fascist. Antifa.
All right, this is Justin. Oregon National Guard is being deployed to protect the fucking protesters. That's their mission. They're coming in to protect the protesters from ICE and the federal government. So we now have the protection of our fucking National Guard, bitches!
Oh, yes.
Fuck yeah!
It is 100% about race, you fool. He is rounding up people at courthouses, people who are here legally, people who have sought asylum. It is 100% about race. Alligator Alcatraz was egregious, is egregious. Everything going on is egregious. He is rounding up your black and brown neighbors that are here legally. He wants to whitewash this nation. He is whitewashing museums, government websites, our history. His supporters have done Nazi salutes publicly. It is 100% about race. Wake up, speak up, or I hope you end up in the trials. Just following orders did not work then, and it will not work now. It is about race. Rise up, speak up, you racist fool.
All right, heathen, I gotta give it to you. A couple of those were pretty good. But damn, took you what, like 30 plus hours to come up with them, huh?
Nah, man, I came up with those on the spot. But I had to wait until I got home from work to record it. You know, work, a job, a place you go to make money. You know, never mind. You don't know nothing about that. But listen, I'm gonna have to do it to you again. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to. Your fucking teeth look haunted. You look like the prime example of what happens when you drink when you're pregnant. All of your friends are rocking to music and you're rocking an extra chromosome. Looking like you got colonial cemetery headstones in your fucking mouth. Your teeth all look like they're mad at each other and they're just not talking to each other. What the fuck is up with the haircut? You going for that Bert look? Because you fucking nailed it. You look like you love to spend time at your local bar in which everybody in that bar hates you. It's funny too, because the only thing that you and a bar have in common is neither one of you are allowed within 300 feet of a school. Boom, roasted. You look like you definitely own a trench coat. And at least 3 fedoras. I bet all your good genetics ran down the inside of your mom's legs. I bet you gargle with Mountain Dew. I bet you smoke Pall Mall Lights that you stole from your grandmother. Now walk your goofy looking ass down to your local Rite Aid and pick up some ointment for those burns I just gave you.
So what is bigender flex? Well, short answer is basically you take bigender and gender flex and mash it together. But of course I'm going to go into more detail. Bigender Flux has 4 categories. You can fit into one, you can fit into some, or you can fit into all of them. But the basis is that you have 2 genders and they fluctuate in intensity. So the first category is that both genders increase and decrease in intensity at the same time. The second category is that as one gender becomes more intense, the other one becomes less intense. The third category is that the 2 genders fluctuate at random, completely unrelated to each other. The fourth category is that the 2 genders are fluid and fluctuate in intensity, also known as bigender flux or bigender fluid flux. I'm still trying to figure out if I fit into this category. But since I only just recently found and adopted this label, I don't quite know yet how it works for me, but it'll be fun to learn as I grow and learn more about my gender.
Okay, sometimes when I bump into a video from somebody from the transgender community and they're talking about genders and how they're still discovering and learning what their gender is and whatnot. Simple question. Let's say if I play along with your gender thing. If there's so many genders, like, I don't know, last year you guys were up to over 70 of them, which is a little bit ridiculous. If there's so many genders, how come gender affirming care only has 2 that they offer you? How come I can't go and get surgically turned into a they, them, or a Zer, or if I want to identify as a cat, why can't I be genetically modified into a cat? Why does gender affirming care only swap you out for the opposite gender or sex of what you are? Do you see why nobody really wants to take your community seriously? And it's not to be offensive. I do understand that you guys have some concerns. The ones that are more or less like, hey, I'm a man, but I feel like I'm a woman, or I'm a woman and I feel like a man. So when it comes to the whole male and female swap thing, I honestly really can't even get on board with that. But I truly cannot get on board with is, say, hypothetically, a man who says, you know what, I don't feel like a man or a woman, so I'm neither, and I just want to be referred to as they, them. Or the ones that decide to be gender fluid and say, you know what, I'm just gonna switch my gender through the day. I'm gonna wake up as a man, I'm gonna go to bed as a woman tonight, and tomorrow I'm gonna have no gender, I'm gonna be non-binary. This makes no sense. And you guys will stand by it. You guys will sit there and defend this, but it's pure insanity. And you expect the world to accommodate around you to this. Otherwise, your feelings are offended because nobody's validating them. But just listen to what the hell you guys are saying. Nobody can be non-binary. I'm sorry, I know there's a certain fish that can be. I know that there's satanic demons that have no gender. But when it comes to humans in physical form, there's 2 genders. You have male and female. Now I know you guys are gonna say, gender is just a social construct. It doesn't matter what your biological form is. Then how come you guys bitch and complain when it comes to your passports where under sex, doesn't say gender, under sex, it'll state your biological sex that you were born as. If gender has nothing to do with biological sex, and you guys just really want affirmation on your gender, how come you guys are insulted and mostly in a panic when I see these videos that your passport got switched back to what it legally should be? Do you see what you guys are doing to society? You're bringing us all over the place and we don't even know how the hell to keep up. So most of you will claim that, hey, we've been this way for longer than decades, because we're looking at like, hey, things have really been this way for about 10 years now. No, you guys are saying, no, transgenderism's been around for like thousands of years. It's been around since biblical days. How come it's only really such a big deal now? How come it's become so hard to really get a grip on it? How come it just doesn't seem to fit socially? So in reality, we just ask to keep it simple. Like, okay, if you're a man who feels like you're a woman, you want to throw on some makeup, put your hair in a ponytail, throw on a summer dress and hit the streets. Okay, great, good for you. But when we say it's really not cool though, if you walk into the girls' bathroom, that's really not a cool thing. You're kind of overstepping a boundary there. Or, hey, look, you're a 180-pound, 6'1" man. Maybe you shouldn't be playing that sport with those women. And then what happens? You guys want to call that hate speech, when in reality, it's just speech that you hate to hear. And it's confusing the young people. I mean, look at this young girl here. She's sitting here talking about how she's shuffling between 4 different genders. And it's almost like she just made this whole theory up herself. I really don't know if this is a thing or if it's not a thing, but she's like, this is gonna be really fun as I get to learn my gender and what I'm about. Young lady, you're a woman. There's no other way to put it. It's not meant to be hateful, it's just truthful. When you were born as a little baby, you were a little baby girl. Your mom put you in pink stuff. You probably liked ponies, you probably had Barbies and all that type of stuff. But as you got older, because the world started to turn woke and very accepting of strange things all around you, you started to question yourself like, am I just a regular girl or am I some other gender? The problem is people were not honest with you and they affirmed this delusion. And now you're sitting there hitting the record button on a camera, looking quite foolish because you're a grown woman confused about what your gender is. So again, I'm sorry, I'm not sitting here trying to be mean. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I'm not going to walk on eggshells around people as long as I'm speaking truthful. I'm not going to sit there and lie to somebody. I'm not going to sit there and affirm something that's a delusion or a fantasy. And I should not, myself, and many other people, should not have to live in somebody else's delusion just to validate their feelings. So to the members of the transgender community that are sitting there and getting on X every day and on TikTok every day and talking about how your rights are being stripped away from you on a daily basis, you're not losing any rights. You just have to come back to reality. So what you've lost is your delusional rights, those extra special rights that none of us had. As a man, I cannot just walk into a woman's bathroom, but as a trans woman, you can either walk into a men's bathroom or a woman's bathroom, depending on how you feel that day. So in reality, can, regular people that are not in the transgender community, and transgender people, can we get along in society? Well, yes, we can. But just as you guys don't want us to put you in any form or any strange positions or make you feel uncomfortable, out there in society, it goes for us as well. We don't want to have to be forced to affirm something that we don't believe in. And if you guys can't understand that, and if you guys want to get pushy on that and start creating hate speech laws and stuff like on that, because that's what was going on. And in some countries, that's still what's going on. Wouldn't that be the true fascism? All right, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe if you are new. Take care of yourselves. Until next video, have a good one, guys.
Hi, I'm the Mash Tater Bandit. You find yourself waking up every morning irrationally angry at nothing? Confused about which hole to piss out of? Mood swings when you see the color orange? You suffering from political polyps on your vocal cords from screaming, "My body, my choice"? You or a loved one experienced a political prolapse. Happens when you're so full of shit and always trying to hold it in. Are you emotionally incontinent? Why am I crying? Wrong more times than you've been right? Do you see fascism and dictators everywhere? Yes, I do. Find yourself spending holidays alone. I don't need a man. Oh, but still walking around asleep? Math is racist. Being on time is racist. Anyone wearing a red hat sends you into an emotional meltdown? You're a cult! Trying to fact check a 5-year-old is misinformation. My Little Pony is not a real pony. He did not consent to being yours. Experiencing the BB brain fog? Need to free Palestine. Us, not Trump. Us. Then good news. Help is here for you. Introducing 500 milligrams of once daily Trumpanol for the inner liberal in you.
I used to look at this tree and see fascism. Now, after Trumpanol, it's just a tree. Thanks, Trumpanol.
A once daily dose of Trumpanol could turn your entire life around and restore relationships with your family. Ask your doctor about MAGA strength Trumpanol. One-time dose, guaranteed to restore sanity.
I took back my life, and you can too.
Ask your doctor about our non-pharmacological option. See if a dose of reality is right for you. Side effects may include increase in vitamin D because you left your mom's basement, island without warning, decisiveness on what color to dye your hair, increased desire to stop watching The View, SNBC, CNN, ABC, abrupt realization of what's between your legs, intense realization that all lives matter, itchy asshole, ability to run without tripping over your own bullshit, an intense reemergence with reality, intense urge to admit I was wrong.